This is All Access MMA.
Always great catching up with my next guest. It is Tristan Connelly, who is now going to be fighting Makwan Amirkhani at UFC 267 in October 30th. Sorry, I'm in August. I was getting August thinking. Yeah. Tristan, how's it going?
Yeah, I'm going really good. How are you doing, James?
Doing great. Good to hear from you. Glad to see you get a fight book. First, just your excitement level getting to fight a guy like Makwan Amirkhani, who's been in the UFC for a while, pretty notable guy, and trains with Conor McGregor over there at SPG Ireland.
Yeah, I'm super excited. I mean, I really like the matchup. He's a good name. He's got some, fantastic finishes and flying knees. His anacondas, his head and arm chokes are unreal. The way he grabs those guillotines. I like the fight stylistically. Like I'm a type of guy that wears on people. I've seen him, get tired against guys that really put the pace on him, and I think I can do it. And on October 30th, we'll find out.
Was this the right amount of time off between the Pat Sabatini fight to this fight?
Yeah. I mean, I would have liked to have fight sooner, but I was moving, and I remember that. The way it worked, me and my wife had to sell our old place. And we bought a new house that wasn't ready yet. So we kind of were in between staying with my parents for a bit. And so it would have been hard I was off in Victoria. I was training over there. It was great. But, it would have been hard to kind of book a fight in there. So I kind of needed a bit of space to get the move done. We're all in the new place now. So, I was excited to get a good camp here, get a name, some time to prepare, and show what I'm capable of.
So you're all settled in now by the sounds of it. Because when did you actually move in? I remember you told me it was August. I think you were going to move in.
Beginning of August. So
nice.
I think it was like the 8th or 9th we took possession. So we're getting settled in here mostly unpacked. We got the unpacking that'll take like 4 months to do, but now it's actually trying to find like the stuff we want. Furniture is hard to come by these days. And
I know.
I set up all our storage in our garage and all the fun stuff there. But it's definitely a lot more fun than packing all our stuff into a storage locker. I'll tell you that much.
And it must be nice being in a house now, because before you were in a condo and now you got the little one. So just having that more space, because I did the same thing. I went from a condo to a house, and it's a million times better. So
it's so much nicer. It's amazing. We love it here. It's it's night and day difference.
Yeah. So just to make sure people don't think they're watching HGTV, we will talk some fights and not some lifestyle stuff here. But we talked about Amirkhani, obviously 16-6 record. Do you feel like the pressure's on him in this fight, in the sense that, he had all this hype, he's lost a few now. He's a guy that does have the bigger name here. Is that something you're sort of aware of going into this fight?
For sure. I mean, at this point in my career, the pressure's never on me. I don't. I feel like I'm, ahead of the game anyway. So that's just the way I look at it, and I think that's one of the reasons that helps me perform. But he's on 2-fight losing streak. It's not a good place to be in the UFC. But he's got a bit of a name, so maybe he might get on the chance. But it's just the pressure's going to be on him. Especially he lost a guy in his debut, which is we both did, but for. Amirkhani, it probably didn't look as good as probably really eating at him. So I'm expecting a very hungry Amirkhani. I expect the best Amirkhani he's ever going to be. I don't expect the Amirkhani I saw in the last fight. I expect a different one that's coming to fight. So, I definitely think he's going to be feeling it. So I'm going to have to put it on him.
How are you structuring this camp? Any plans to go to Vegas? I know, at least from I know, I don't know how it is for fighters, but for the rest of the Canadians, I know I can't go across the border right now. So what's the latest with you?
I will. I'll be going to Vegas probably or mid-September. So I'm starting my camp here. I mean, I've already been training super hard the last few months. My weight's great. I'm in shape. So it's just I'm gonna do a month here, which it's great because the guys here, I've been gone for so long. I was in Vegas for 3 months, then in Victoria for almost 3 months. So it's almost like a fresh group of guys. I haven't trained them in so long, so it's almost like getting different looks all over again. And then I'll head down to Vegas for the last month and a bit and use the PI and take advantage of having no distractions, nothing else down there, and then fly out to Abu Dhabi for the fight. And then my boy Achilles is fighting on Contender on the following Tuesday. So flying right back to Vegas, and we'll corner him, and then coming back to Canada.
That's awesome, man. How's the new space? Because you guys moved your gym, right? Did you not? I feel like that was like earlier this year, or maybe even late last year, that you moved into a bigger space. Did you not?
Yeah, well, it's actually a bit smaller, but it's better shape, better organized. So we're in the same building, but we built a brand new gym, and it's gorgeous. It's so nice. It's so much nicer in there. Where everyone's loving it now. Things opening up too. It's classes are packed. It's great to see like everyone's super excited to be able to come back into the gym, work out, and we've been kind of training secretly for the last several months. Only our athletes have been able to train, so it's like we've been using the facility, or all our fighters. Like, I've been gone a lot of it, but the fighters have all been using it. But that's it. No one's been able to see all the hard work we put in. So people are coming in and they're loving it, and it's good to see all that hard work finally pay off.
The weight cut, I know you got lots of time. I guess that'll start a little bit later because you made weight last time. It seems like it's a manageable cut for you to get down to featherweight.
Yeah, I mean, I got to be good. Let's just say that I got to be on point. If I mess around, I got it right now. I've got to it's a bit of a lifestyle change. I can't just be eating what I want. I mean, in general, I have to be, 5-6 days a week out of camp. I got to be pretty good. But I've got the process down. Working a lot with Charles and Nicole, the PI. They helped me a lot, and really shore up little things that I was doing wrong, and now I feel like I've got a wicked process down. Like I was 175 in the fight against Pat. When they weighed me with my clothes on, the UFC, they taking me away. It was 177.5 with like my track pants and walkout shirt on. So that's pretty. I feel like I got a pretty good gain. That's the same thing when I'm lightweight. I was like 176, 177. So I felt really good. Like, my energy was great. That cut went well. It just took being perfect for 3 weeks instead of like 2 weeks or a week. Usually that last week I'd be perfect. Got to be perfect for 3 weeks, and really a couple months before I had to be good going in. But right now I've kind of lowered my walking down weight. I'm a little leaner always now, so it's a little bit easier to start. I don't like starting camp like making a weight loss camp. I want to start where I only have to kind of maybe lose a couple pounds of fat over the course.
Interesting. Do you get the prep meals, or do you have to make your own food?
I generally make my own food here. Sometimes I do prep meals, but it ends up being effort work too. I boring. I ate the same chicken, like Greek salad, and it's pretty much it. But when I'm in Vegas, it's nice because they make all my food for me. So that's really. I was
going to say they probably don't deliver to Canada the trifecta, right? So.
Yeah. Well, and then they have at the PIs or the trifecta meals, but they also have their kitchen staff, or whatever you want. But you just tell them, hey, I want to lose weight. You get chicken and salmon with various vegetables and starches.
Yeah, pretty much. It's the diet of a fighter. So there you go. Who's going to be in your corner for this fight?
Don't have it 100% lined up yet. We'll kind of see how things go. I know Dan Golkler is going to be coming with me.
Nice.
And potentially Casey Halstead if he's around. Jeremy Kennedy or Cole Smith. Either of them or both potentially coming. So it kind of depends who comes with me to Vegas, who helps me the most. I'll bring them.
Yeah, actually, Cole was down in Missouri. I saw training at Glory MMA. I imagine he's back now, getting to see you guys. Yeah, so I just saw him for the first time here last week. So he had a great time. He said he couldn't speak higher of James Krause and how talented as a coach he is and how well he runs his team. And he said he felt at home. He felt a part of the team, and he's like, it was like the environment, the atmosphere, the coaching was just next level. So, and he was teaching, running the classes and things last week. He's just on point. He's got a purpose to everything he's doing. He's really, I can tell that he's revamped, motivated, and ready to go. Speaking of being ready to go, UFC 267. How's this fight playing out on October 30th?
Ooh, first round, we're gonna come forward, and I think we both like to grapple, and it's gonna end up into a bit of a wall wrestling exchange. I think we're gonna go and I'm gonna just try and push on him, wear on him, and try and see who can take who down. If he can take me down, good on him. But I'm real hard to take down on the fence, and I'm gonna put him there. I'm gonna make him work a lot and test that conditioning that we've seen fade. See if he's short up that loose end, and then the second round from there, we'll see if he fresh. Well then it's gonna be a fight now. But if he's faded, then I'm just gonna be all over him. I'll hit him. I'll take him down. I'll do whatever he gives me.
Where do you feel like a win over Makwan puts you in the grand scheme of things? Because like I mentioned, he's a pretty notable name, and we've seen him fight guys like Edson Barbosa, and there's just been a lot of sort of clout with his name there. Do you feel like that kind of puts you right in the mix? Maybe not in the rankings, but still puts you up there.
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely a good name to beat. Definitely makes me a guy that people are going to pay attention to. Mm-hmm. So, he's got that notoriety. So when you beat him, that's just going to be more eyes are going to be on him. Because more eyes are on him, more eyes will be on me. And so when I beat him, it's just, this can propel me even that much closer to the rankings. Like I said, I agree. It's not going to get me near the rankings yet. Unfortunately, he's on a 2-fight losing skid. So it's just going to put me in a spot to fight for the guy that's going to put me maybe near the rankings.
Downtime. How's the little one doing? How old is she now?
She's 14 months yesterday.
Nice.
2 days ago. Yeah, she's amazing. Being a dad's the best ever. Every morning, doesn't matter how tired you are, she smiles at you. It just warms your heart. Every day is a blessing.
That's good. Your parents must have loved that, having her over there with
they were in their glory. We just in the morning I just text my mom, be like, she's up, and my mom just rush 6 a.m. rush in, take her, no problem. It was glorious.
Watching any TV shows or playing any video games, anything like that right now?
Not a lot right now. I've been so busy. It's taken us. We started trying to watch some movie that came out on Netflix the other day, and it's taken us 3 sittings, and we're only halfway through. I can't even remember what it's called. The guy from Aquaman's in it, Sweet Girl or something. I don't know.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. The first 3 chunks I've watched have been all right. So, hopefully now, once I get into camp and I get into Vegas and I have some more downtime at night, that's when I'll start watching. Last thing I was watching was Shameless, because I had never seen it. So that's
so good.
Endless seasons.
Yeah, no, it didn't. That's a tough one to sort of slug through. But tell you what, it's not going to be a tough thing to watch this fight. This is awesome. Really looking forward to UFC 267. It's coming up here October 30th. Anyone you want to thank? Any sponsors? Any social media? I'll give you the last word.
Just follow me on social media. MMA Tristan on Instagram and Twitter. I have a bunch of people, sponsors. I wouldn't want to forget any, but just check my social media, follow, like and comment on their posts, make them feel a part of it, because man, they really help. They do. This is not a huge money game. It's all for the glory. So supporting our families, supporting our lifestyles through thick and thin is huge. And so, check us out, support us, and, follow us on Instagram is one of the best ways you can contribute by just a click of a button. And of course, I always like to thank you, James. You, one of the best interviewers around, and I appreciate you to the end.
Appreciate you taking the time. Always a pleasure.